Yo, what's up? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. For the next hour, my goal, the thing I want to achieve is to change the way you think about things. For the next hour, I want my thoughts and my rants and my opinions to broaden your horizon and to get into contact with me. I may be a podcast, I may not be on the radio, but all you have to do is give me a call. Pick up your cell phone and call me at 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-49-HOPPE, and I will be sure to take your calls in real time. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio and get the Hoppe Radio app in the Google Play and iOS shop by searching up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio. There you can chat me live and listen anywhere in the world. I did an appearance today at the Metro PCS shop inside of Silver Dollar Food in Tampa Bay. Go there at 4330 North 40th, and that's in Tampa Bay. Call them at 813-628-8622. That's 813-628-8622. If you go there and tell them that I sent you, they will hook you up. All right. Before I get into everything going on in the news, so last weekend, I normally work bone gigs. I work at 1025 The Bone, and normally for my job, I run the board, I answer phones, or I work promotion events for The Bone. Here's the thing. Last weekend, I got to work the 97X, the alternative music channel here in town. I got to work their next big thing, day one, and it was this great, amazing concert. They had so many bands. Day one, they had the Aces, they had the Lumineers, they had Magic Giant, they had X-Ambassadors, and it was almost a little bit overwhelming for me. Not because I don't usually work alternative music gigs, but it was very intimidating seeing how well-oiled of a machine Cox Media Group was, how beautifully done the Music Fest was. And my boss, Mike Olivero, said it best in the team meeting everybody had for the 97X promotions people, for everybody that works at 97X and Cox Media. We had a meeting behind the scenes before the concert. And Mike said that it's kind of like a football game where you have the offensive coordinator, you have the defensive coordinator, you have the coach, you have the quarterback, you have all these different positions. And it truly was really, really overwhelming seeing guys like Evander, Jenna, Megan, everybody on the promotions team, Maiko, Dan, everybody literally was as calm as possible. And it made me anxious because it was so inspiring and it was so motivating seeing everybody just so calm and so well done with what we did. And I mean, we got a local press here in town for it, and it was so surreal because it made me motivated, and I don't want to use the word grinding. It kept me motivated to be organized and to not mess up ever again at the best I can be. Because watching everybody, including Evander, I mean, man, they're just so calm and they get it done, and you go, man, not that I have a long way to go in radio, but it's just seeing everybody so chill when it's the biggest music fest of the year in Tampa and one of the biggest alternative music fests in this country. It was crazy to see. I saw my girlfriend who's here, Melissa, my fiance as well. She's two different things. She wants to chime in. What's up?
I just wanted to say I went to day 2 of Next Big Thing, and it was amazing how organized it was. Like, everything was so well put together. The event went amazing. I really, really enjoyed the show.
What was your favorite part, if you don't mind me chiming in?
My favorite part was the headliner act at Paramore.
Paramore, yeah.
Yeah.
What drew you in? What was so good about Paramore?
They just, like, Haley Williams, everybody from Paramore just seemed really awesome. Like, they brought, like, somebody up on stage to sing the song Misery Business along with them, and it was just really awesome. I thought it was really inspiring. You
know what was cool about it, too? Is a lot of times you hear all these tales, like the media, like TMZ, Entertainment Tonight, all these different news sources make these people in rock bands out to be assholes or douchebags. Not one of the bands were like that at all. Especially, I worked day 1. I didn't work day 2. But everybody had such a great time with all the bands. I mean, they're so humble and they're so gracious. It's very inspiring to see that it never gets to anybody's head. I mean, because you would think if you've reached that top of fame, like you've reached that top tier, you would think you would get an ego or you'd get a big head. But it was just cool to see that people are gracious to where they're at, man. I mean,
what about boobies? Were there a lot of boobies? Hi, my name is Kevin. Welcome to Hoppe Hour. I'm just asking. I mean, I wasn't there. I've been to a lot of... Oh, no, you did not.
Call the show. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856. I'm going to let that comment sit there, and I'm just over here thinking...
I love you.
You made it so weird. You made it so weird, Kevin. We were having a good conversation. We were doing well. And then he had to make it weird. Menace from the Woody Show chimes in. He goes, don't hate on tiny houses. I love tiny houses. Menace, if you lived in my place, you would hate it too. Menace also chimes in. He says he's hung out with the lead singer of Paramore. And she's a sweetheart. And he's been... given chances to hang out with her before. I'm jealous. How jealous are you, Melissa?
I'm so jealous.
What the? My computer's sideways. I don't know what happened.
What? That's my computer. And I got to do a show tomorrow night. I got 3 guests booked.
I don't know what happens with your computer, but it's sideways. I don't know.
I've never seen that before. Like, not even like ever. Dude, I went to tech school. I've got an applied science degree.
For people that are watching on Hoppe TV, here's what's going on. I don't know how this happened, but it's absolutely sideways. Oh, man.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything,
Every
Kevin.
time you come here, dude.
You had one job, Ryan. One job.
Yeah, one job.
You do too.
One Hoppe Hour, everybody. Whoa. Are you gonna
What are you going to say to that, Melissa? You got to come back for me?
what's your take on that?
I wish I could just like press that shut up button that you have over there.
Yeah.
Man, I have to like... It's weird. I have to like tilt my head now. Is there a way to tilt the monitor or no?
No, don't touch anything.
How did this happen?
You did enough, Ryan.
Stop
You did
touching
enough.
stuff.
You know what, Melissa? I love you.
That's what happens when you have a tiny studio.
We have so much to get into, so call the show. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-49-HOPPE. Since the computer is sideways, I want to figure out how to not get it sideways. And if I can't figure it out, I will read the news off of my laptop. So we will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. So don't change your Facebook Live. Just keep it open. Maybe go brush your teeth. Maybe eat some dinner. Maybe go for a walk. I will be back in about 3 minutes. So do not touch that computer mouse, that tablet, however the hell you're listening to my show.
I don't have a clue what you did, dude. I have no idea.
Ah, shit. It was weird. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, wait. I also got to... Can you plug this in for me?
It's a green plug on the company.
Plug it where?
Menace chimes in from the Woody Show. Is this live? I mean, it's live on... Kevin, come promote your show.
Oh, sure, yeah, no problem. Should I put my face in sideways to promote it? Look at that nose I got going on. Hey, if you like big noses, come see the Kevin Holly Show, tomorrow night? Wednesday night?
It sucks. It's sideways. Kind of like my personality and my IQ. How do we turn this up? I want them to hear about Metro PCS.
It's all the way up, man. I don't know, it's sideways. You're fucking...
Talking about on the speaker.
It's all the way up. Oh, my God.
God damn it, Ryan.
No one, Melissa!
There's a lot of gravity in the studio tonight.
Oh, my God. What are you going to do?
Here, they can hear it through my headphones.
No, you're fine. You're fine! Literally.
Stop yelling at me, Ryan.
Menace chimed in. Did you hear yourself on the show today? I did, man. I just listened to the podcast. It really means a lot, dude. It's crazy to think that I was on your guys' show. It's awesome, man. I appreciate it. And for everybody that hasn't heard about it, check out the Woody Show out in Los Angeles, Portland, Dickinson, St. Louis, Albuquerque, and 170 countries. Just Google the Woody Show and you'll find it. The way Menace said to find it on my show. So
Hey, be careful searching Woody anything.
Menace said people love my segment. That's awesome.
Cool.
I get nervous that my hyperness is a throw off. Right-click the right margin and drag it back to the bottom.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, you're looking sideways. No. Here, can I do it? Can I please do it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you know how to do it?
Yes.
You're not doing it!
I got it.
Wait, why is the computer so... What's weird is the... This is so unprofessional. You try to put on a good show and this happens. He said maybe left.
I got it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's just the computer...
Almost got it. I got it. I got this.
What's funny is we're airing a commercial in between, but no one can hear it. So it looks like we're just talking to ourselves.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
Alex Sutranatis is watching. One of my good friends that somehow dealt with my crap. Swear to God, Melissa, you know how I was awkward back in the day? Well, I am now. But you know how I was weird? He was one of my few friends that actually talked to me. The problem is that... this sucks.
I got it.
But what I'm telling you is it's fine. It's that the desktop is sideways.
Oh, really? Is it?
Hey. Yeah. Al Picasio chimes in.
Al from Slingshot Robot. What's up, Al? That's the drummer from the awesome band Slingshot Robot. What's up, Al? Hey.
Menace said he has to go show prep. Have fun. See you, Menace.
Bye, Menace. What the okay. Here, I'll get this. You get that.
Get what?
You do what you gotta do. When you're done with that, I'll flip it around.
This is so annoying. I swear to God, try to put on a professional show.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour, everyone.
In a second. Melissa's favorite beat.
Is this?
Nas.
I thought this was Sweat Motel.
Oh yeah, Keith Sweat. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Call the show. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-49-HOPPE. I will be sure to get to your call in real time. All right, we have so much to get into. It's really funny. You try to put on a professional show, and then your computer ends up going sideways. So it looks like you're talking to yourself. We have a call from my friend Trey. Trey, what do you want? You're on Hoppe Hour. You know what I hate? I'm not going to give it the time of day. Not going to talk long about it. But I hate when people prank call radio shows. If you're going to prank call a radio show or a podcast, internet radio show, this is, at least have good material. You'll often hear people try to like call a show like Drew Garabo and you try to outbitch him. It's not going to happen. Drew's one of the best in the business. With me, it's going to happen, but you have to be good at it. It's very easy to outwit me. It's very easy to outsmart me, to come off better than... Who's talking to you, Melissa?
Hi, Melissa.
What's an example, Melissa, when you've outsmarted me? I mean, I know it's so easy to come up with examples, to come up with scenarios. Give me one.
Every day. Just every day.
Convincing you to come to the Dope Tower and do your show tonight. Wait, I'm going to put that on.
Yeah, I didn't want to come do the show. But she's like, Ryan, I love sitting here.
Stop
listening to you ranting.
Stop kicking your feet like that. That's why it's sideways, man. You got to drop the keyboard again. Look at you. There you go.
Who's talking to you? I'm talking to you. I'm using your setup. Dude, I saw this article.
What is it?
I swear to God.
Yeah.
It was so infuriating. And this isn't even like, oh, I'm outraged, fake outrage. This actually legit pissed me off. I literally looked at this article and I went, you know what? I can't believe that we're even talking about this. I looked at this article and I went, you know what? What?
Faux hawks. Skinny jeans.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead. Carry on.
What is it, 2007? You're talking about skinny jeans? What a relevant topic.
That's all I see when I go to South Tampa. Skinny jeans and faux hawks.
Well, it's because you're in South Tampa.
I don't go there.
Anthony Puglisi, who was a part of the Lazy Ass Podcast, the show I sat in on last week, chimed in. Do your thing, Hoppe. That's what I'm doing. I attempt to do a show. I saw this article here, and it was about Trump saying that there's this war on Christmas. That there is this thing where he's bringing back Christmas, and people are offended by Christmas. People are angry at Christmas. Listen.
Are you angry at the keyboard?
Every single year, we hear about this. We hear about the people that go, oh, Christmas should be banned. I'm atheist. I'm offended by Christmas.
Look at me. I'm an atheist. I'm so cool.
You know what's annoying? Before I even give you my take on why I find the war on Christmas so annoying. What's annoying about atheists is that they need to let you know that they're atheists. They're kind of like vegans. They're kind of like people that go to CrossFit. Like, if they don't let you know that they're atheists, how are you supposed to know that they don't think there's anything after you die? Like, cool. You're no different than most of this country. I just get so sick and tired of atheists trying to ruin everything for religious people. Do I believe in God? Probably not. Do I go to church? No. Do I like church? No. Do I think it's okay if people want to believe that? Fine. I don't care. I just hate when atheists go, oh, there's scientific proof that God's not real. Cool. You outsmarted a bunch of people that think that there's a thing up in the sky. Good for you. Wow. You're really proving the point. You're really coming off intellectual. And then I hate when even like famous people have to rub it in. Guys like Ricky Gervais and that.
Who just did? Was it Pink? I think said something about how she's going to raise her children to be gender
neutral.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. I mean, that's fine. But do you have to announce it? Like, look at me, I'm so cool. My kids are going to be gender neutral.
I think gender neutral is kind of dumb, but I get the point, but I don't.
It's the same thing. It's like, why do famous people have to push their agendas on us?
What's annoying is famous people think because they have money, and they have fame, and they have talent, that they're any different than us. Literally, your opinion matters as much to us as anybody else's opinion. I literally can care less. People get so influenced. For example, last month, Trump was like, oh, the NFL players are kneeling. I'm so outraged. And what was funny about it was the fact that we hadn't even talked about it for a whole year. And then all of a sudden, everybody wanted to talk about it because Trump talked about it. It's like, have your own original opinion. All right. Here's my thing on the war on Christmas. We sit here. We go, man, there is so much violence in the world. We sit here. We go, man, there's shootings all the time. We sit here and we go, man, every single day there is a new allegation of a famous person being accused of something. We sit here and we go, man, why does this keep on happening? Well, even if you don't believe in God, and you don't think He's real, and you don't think there's anything to it, Christmas, there's really no negative part about it. Maybe it gets a little bit too commercialized. Maybe it gets a little bit too over the top. Maybe some family members don't appreciate all their family members, and you would hope they would. But what I'm saying is, Christmas, if you believe in God or not, should be a time when we all come together and appreciate what we have. It should be a time when we come together, even if you don't believe in God, to just kind of love each other. And I hate when these people that are uptight pussies, that want to have some power, because at home they go home to their crying kids that don't love them, and their wife that they don't get to have sex with. So this is their one time ever that they have power. Look at me. I'm offended by something. It's like, really? Are you so offended by Christmas that you can't sleep at night? Does it prevent you from putting the key in your car? Like, you're shaking so hard because you're so offended that you're not able to achieve the things in your day? Are you so offended that you're not able to focus on anything? No. What do you think?
I think the same thing.
Don't hold back. Give us your opinion.
There's a fine line. And I think, like, you know, if you're going to be so adamant about, you know, being anti-Christmas, like, oh, let's be politically correct and not say Christmas, it's a holiday tree.
Yeah.
All of these things, Does anybody really care? Honestly, who really cares? I feel like it's the people that really don't care are the ones talking about it. You know what I mean? The people it doesn't affect are the only ones that are talking about it. Do you really care, Ryan? Do you call it Christmas, not Christmas?
Well, I have to work on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day today, this year. So, like, Christmas doesn't even exist. And I'm kind of, like, not depressed about it because I appreciate that I work in radio. But, like, Christmas doesn't exist to me this year. So
it still exists to you. You gotta have that Christmas spirit, man. Santa will visit you, Ryan.
I'm focused on making it in radio. I'm not really focused on Christmas right now, so...
So is the magical part of Christmas just non-existent to you because you have to work?
The magical part of Christmas doesn't exist because I don't have any family members up here to do it with.
You've got Mel, you've got Mel's family, you've got your radio family, your fan base, all the people you work for, all your sponsors, you got me.
I would say 4 out of 5 of those things exist.
Well, so is it that bad then? So bring it down to a different level then. Okay, sure, I understand. You're saying that Christmas kind of sucks this year for you.
No. Back it up. If this was a tape from the 90s, if we were watching this on a VHS, we would rewind a moment. There's nothing bad about me working on Christmas. It helps pay the rent. I'm working in radio. I love board hopping. I love every second of my job. But it's like because I'm working on Christmas, I don't feel the Christmas spirit. I'm listening to Christmas music. I'm watching Christmas movies. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying.
You need something to happen to you during the Christmas break. That you'll be working, but something needs to happen to you. Maybe it's your job to provide that to the people listening. Maybe that'll give you that Christmas.
Yeah, person that's probably atheist, who has a speech impediment and love handles.
Okay, Mr.
And
Scrooge over here.
I know, right?
What's your version, Melissa, then? If I'm such a Scrooge, and I'm so negative, and I'm so uptight, and I'm so rude, what's your version of the holiday season, of the Christmas season, of the Hanukkah, Kwanzaa season? What's your take, Melissa? Exactly. Until you have a take, don't call me a Scrooge.
What? You threw her off with Kwanzaa. It's BS, man.
Why is that BS? Explain to me, Kevin.
I think that, because she was about to talk about Christmas and you threw Kwanzaa and Hanukkah.
It's a holiday. It's the holiday season.
Okay, I think that maybe...
It's the holly jolly season. The best time of the year, Kevin.
Thank you. I think that maybe the Christmas spirit will become magical with you while you are running the boards.
No, it will run it. It will happen.
No pun intended. The boards regardless. I get that. But maybe something will happen special. Maybe.
I don't even really feel it anymore. I think it's not even because I'm working on Christmas. I think it's more because my family's not here. None of my family. Okay. And, I never get to see them. And I guess what's the weirdest part about it is, I feel like I don't even know my little cousins anymore. But, there's no sympathy party. There's no pity party because I'm the one that chose to move here. And I love every second of it. But it's every time I talk to them on the phone, they have, a lower voice. And then they're more grown up, so it's I'm not really seeing them grow up.
You're going to make me cry now. And that's what the Christmas spirit's all about. You making other people cry.
Kevin Holly. Holly jolly Kevin. The best time of the year. What is your take of the Christmas spirit?
I think that...
Yeah, go on. Go on.
Really? You're going to do this to me right now? I think that it's got everything to do with the family atmosphere. And I think it kind of sucks that you don't have your family here. But, maybe, listen, when I was your age... In a
no-homo way.
When I was your age...
I kind of view you as family.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Out of anybody that could potentially be a family member here in town, I view you as family.
I appreciate that. I really do. And it's not like I'm trying for it, believe me. I'm not. But...
Well, you know what's weird? Melissa just, made this face like she was offended. It's really weird. I view you as my fiance. I view you as family, but when I think of family, I think of, multiple people, but that doesn't exist here in town, so it's more I just see you as, the love of my life.
I don't know. I just wish Ryan would I understand Christmas is hard for him, but it makes it hard for me because he won't we won't watch Christmas movies, won't listen to Christmas music.
I can't. Because I miss my mom, miss my aunt, miss my little cousins.
I get that. Now let me explain to you something.
I think also it's because my dad died on the eve of Thanksgiving, so it's going to be the third Christmas. And I'm not trying to do a pity party. It's just it doesn't exist to me.
It's real. That's okay. No, that's totally acceptable and fine and good. From my experiences, Ryan, as your friend, 20 years older than you. Okay.
Gone. Mm-hmm.
I did similar things that you're doing right now. When I was 22, 23 years old, I moved back to Chicago from Florida. I thought I could make it on my own. You know, I had a degree in electronics, and I thought I'd get a great job. And I went up there and I became a bartender. And it didn't work out, and I moved back to Florida. Now here I am, 20 years later, hugely successful podcaster.
Oh yeah, you're doing so well.
Thank you.
Do you ever go home and you're like, Lori, and you talk to the kids, you're like, I've made it in life. I'm doing a show from the Dump Towers in beautiful Newport Richie. Hell yeah.
My point is
quite the party.
My point is that I was away from my family for many years in my early 20s, just like you are, but I never let the Christmas spirit get away from me, Ryan. Accept it. Santa's real. Accept him.
My friend commented, trying to do a professional show here, then says, takes a sip of a beer. Listen. And I mean this in the nicest of ways. Beer is made by professional companies that are worth billions of dollars. It is drank at events and parties. A professional person can also drink a beer. Cheers to that!
Cheers! Salute!
Mm-hmm. Call the show. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-49-HOPPE. I see this article here. Just laughing at how dumb of a comment that is. You're not professional! You're drinking an adult beverage at age 24 and a half. You're not professional!
I wholeheartedly agree with that comment.
Who, me or him?
Him.
That I'm not professional?
I'm not professional with that period.
God, I'll never be professional. I'll never make it in life. I'm just going to sit here forever, you know.
No, you cannot sit here forever. This is my studio. What time is it? What time? It's time to go. Show's over. I'm just kidding.
You serious? Show's already over with?
No,
I thought it just began. I thought the party just began.
As long as you want. It's the Christmas spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what we do.
All right, see this. This is the greatest article ever.
What is it?
The Ball family just will never, ever go away. You would think if you're Liangelo Ball and you're an embarrassment to this country and you're an embarrassment to basketball and you're an embarrassment to sport brands, you would think at some point you would just admit defeat, you know, go into the gym, get ready to play sports, and you know, you would think you would just kind of shut up and go, yeah, I messed up. Here's what Liangelo Ball said about when he was overseas and he took those sunglasses. My teammates took the sunglasses first. He says he was following the crowd. What a dummy. So, if your teammates would have murdered somebody overseas, would you have gone in too? If your teammates would have taken ecstasy or taken advantage of a girl, would you have gone in too? That almost means that Liangelo Ball is a moronic, dumb jock with no original ideas if you have to go with the crowd. So, if your team, and you're playing basketball, and your team keeps shooting three-pointers and they're missing, are you going to shoot it then? Are you going to go with the crowd? That almost makes me think that Liangelo Ball, if he has that type of a dumb-minded, idiotic, moronic mindset when it comes to sports and it comes to life, like, oh, they did it first, I don't think he's ever going to be good in basketball.
Ryan, can I bring the show down for a sec?
Yeah.
Is his name Liangelo?
Liangelo.
Liangelo. Because Liangelo would be lemon jello. Liangelo.
His IQ is that of lemon jello.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, by saying that his IQ is like lemon jello, you're actually insulting the integrity of lemon jello.
Yes, thank you.
You're bringing down its name.
My point, though, is that, like, I mean, the guy, I mean, you nailed it with the whole taking advantage of the woman. That's what's popular in you know, right now is the whole...
And you know how lucky that idiot got too? You know how lucky he got? They are finding out if they're even eligible to play this year. So it's like, if I were to do that and I was playing for, let's say, Harper College in Palatine, Illinois, I'd be kicked off the team.
You would never make the team. You suck at basketball.
I said if.
Oh,
I was talking about a fantasy role. I wasn't talking about a real life. I wasn't talking about a real world.
Yeah.
Guess what else he said?
What? I can't remember.
God, I really, really wish that Trump didn't save him. I wish that pussy just hung out overseas.
What did Liangelo say?
What did lemon jello IQ say? They take your clothes when he's in a Chinese jail. You wear like whatever they have for you. a little jumpsuit or whatever. They take your shoes, and you just sit there in a cell for however long. It's just you and the officers, and they don't speak English. Yes! Moron! That's what happens when you're in a Chinese jail for shoplifting, you dumbass. That's what happens when you go overseas and you shoplift at a Louis Vuitton store, you dim-witted idiot.
Oh, I got arrested in New York City and they don't speak Chinese.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go to jail. I've never gone to jail. I don't plan on going ever. If you go to jail, I've seen tons of shows like Oz, Prison Break. I've seen a lot of shows.
YouTube, YouPorn, X-Hamster.
Lisa Ann and 9 Dudes.
What?
Just saying. What I'm saying to you is...
9 Dudes? What are you watching, dude?
I'm not watching it. It's those pop-up ads that show up.
Why are you watching 9 Dudes porn? I mean, of all the porn to watch, you watch porn with 9 dudes? What the...
Don't watch porn.
You said
it was an analogy that came to my mind.
Okay.
What I'm saying to you, Kevin, is we all know that when you're in jail or you're in prison, it's like you're in a cement cell. That's why it's called jail.
Could be a bamboo cell with a dirt floor. It doesn't matter, you know.
Well, we do hear that some of the more famous prison mates, like Rod Blagojevich, the disgraced former governor of Illinois, he's in one where they get to watch TV. But he says it smells like dudes all the time. There was an article that came out like 3 months ago, and he said it just smells like dudes all the time.
What does that smell like? Your cologne? What does that even mean, dude? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
Here's what else here's what Lemon Jello said. We went out one night, went to the malls, went to a Louis Vuitton shop, and we began taking things, and you know, me not thinking and being with them, I took things too. No. Idiot. You were thinking. It wasn't like, let's say, you prank call a person, and you go, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't thinking in the moment.
Well, everybody else is stealing. I'm going to steal too, you know? Come on.
It wasn't like you were the first one to do it. You were watching everyone do it, and you're overseas looking at a different demographic than you. You know you're in a different country, idiot. You know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to play the, oh, feel bad for me card. So basically, you're not owning up to it like a man. You're not owning up to it like an idiot who shoplifted overseas. You're saying basically, I'm an entitled, out-of-touch, rich millennial with a buffoon of a dad who embarrassed this country, with a buffoon of a dad who's an embarrassment to the sport of basketball, who averaged 1 point in college, and who literally makes a name for being an idiot who spews garbage. You're basically saying, yeah, I'm a brat. What are you going to do about it? I'd be embarrassed if I represented the Ball family. I'd be in shock.
I think you're giving him a little bit too much credit.
He announced on Tuesday that he is leaving UCLA. Here's what he said. And we left thinking we'll just get away. You know how kids say, yeah, nothing's going to happen. You're in a foreign country and you shoplifted at a Louis Vuitton store. You know what? Nothing's going to happen. We're just going to get away with it, Melissa. We're overseas. You don't get away with taking things from Walmart because there are security cameras and alarms. You think they're going to be just lenient overseas? He says...
Bro, who doesn't know that if you're overseas and you steal that you're not going to be in like some dirt forest prison? You know what I mean?
Idiots that are out of touch ballers. Yeah. And I love that too. They have the big baller brand. Ballers buy out the store. Ballers walk into Louis Vuitton and the guy that owns Louis Vuitton goes, that will be $700,000. You can afford the whole place. And you write the check and you leave. Ballers don't shoplift. Ballers go, you know what? I shoplifted on accident, but I'm going to man up to it and I'm never going to let it happen again. Ballers fight the adversity and they go on the basketball court and they practice their free throws and they practice their jump shot, which you should because your brother Alonzo is terrible at it. And they just get ready for playing basketball. But no, you're nothing more than a loser who is famous for being famous. And I know people are going to go, well, you know, Hoppe, he's better at basketball than you'll ever be. He's accomplished more than you ever will, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean anything. He represented his country and he failed.
What about his cousin, Orange Jello? Orangelo. Sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. You were good with the lemon jello joke. You were doing all right. I would give you like a C-, but they said that he has no chance of being drafted this year in the NBA draft. They said there's a dim future chance that he'll ever play. There is a bet that you could win $10,000 if you bet $100 on him making the NBA. Man, they really don't think. And Vegas knows their sports. I mean, how could you ever trust him?
Dude, what about, what was the guy from the Bulls with the piercings and funny hair?
Dennis Rodman.
He went to North Korea a bunch of times. Do you think that maybe, I've got a theory on this, maybe he went to North Korea because they want to breed him with the North Korean women so that they're a little taller. And when they're 18, maybe the 2027 Olympics, they'll have a really good basketball team. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, really tall, good basketball players. It's in the genes, you know? Here's
this amazing tweet from this guy, Dirty_G. Liangelo Ball's final UCLA stats. 0 minutes, 1 steal. Ha ha ha! Woo! Never heard that joke before. All right, what an embarrassment.
You want the belts right there?
You want me to play the wacky morning zoo sound effect?
Yeah, there's some over
there. Hey, this is Rhino's Morning Frequency out of Fargo, North Dakota.
Number 1 in Albuquerque. Dude, hit the bell, man. There's a whistle. Come on, that's all that stuff. I brought it for you, dude.
Somebody chimed in. Congratulations on the engagement. You ever gonna back out of it, Melissa? You ever gonna like have me wake up one morning and you're cleaning up your things out of your house and you're like, I found a man that actually is going into a more normal business, that is more guaranteed to make money, that's more guaranteed to make it in life. Am I ever gonna wake up in the morning and you go, you know what? I'm sick of your cat.
No, if anything, I worry about that with you because you're the one that's like, oh, let's get married 4, 5, 6 years. You know, let's just keep pushing back. And I'm just like,
no.
She don't need a man, dude. She's got scrubs. You guys got a Camry?
Listen.
That's all she needs, dude.
Listen to me, Melissa, Anne-Marie. Listen. I've never pushed it back to 5 years recently. I just saw it. 2 years was a little soon. Thought we agreed on 3 years.
I think 2 years is fine.
I think 3 years is good.
I think we should do it tonight, live. I'm an ordained minister.
Are you?
I have a notary. Well, I know a notary.
I've had people ask me, are you going to have priests there? No.
I could totally make this happen. I know a boat captain.
I just want you to dress up like a priest. That'd be hilarious.
How about you just dress up like an altar boy and we'll pretend I'm a priest?
Man, you went there.
No, okay.
Dude, I used to be an altar boy.
No,
God,
really?
Oh, I hate it.
Is that why your hair is parted in the middle? Come here, let me show you. Come here, let me show you. Come here.
When I was an altar boy, there was this time that I hated doing it every single time. So,
one time ago,
yeah. No, the funniest thing happened this time I was altar boy. So you're on each side of the priest. It's kind of a creepy thing. When you're up there and he's reading out of that fictional Bible. And there was one time I was really tired. What's new? And we were up there. So he's on the altar reading the Bible. And you're holding the candle.
And Ryan's 9 feet taller than the altar.
And you're reading the candle. And no, he's reading the Bible. So the priest is up there. And I'm an altar boy. I'm on one side. There's the altar boy on the other side. The priest is in the middle in his little outfit. And he's reading the scripture of the day. And I take this big yawn. I go, and my candle goes out. And my mom told me that everybody in the church was kind of like, not like giggling, but they all were like, oh, that just. She said it was really noticeable.
So how did they rekindle that flame? What?
Here's the deal.
Come on, dude.
We'll be right back in Happy Hour, and we will get to much, much more. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and get the Hoppe Radio app in the Google Play and iOS shop. And hopefully, when we come back, Kevin Howley will become a better comedian. But Liangelo Ball has a better chance of making the NBA.
Praise the Lord.
How do we turn this on?
It's already on. I don't know. Just want to let everybody know that tonight I am going to baptize Mel. You're not baptized, right? No, I'm going to baptize Mel tonight. We're going to make a pool. Like a kiddie pool, right?
Wait.
What?
Somebody chimed in.
Who
She
chimed
said... This guy keeps chiming in. I don't know what he's talking about.
Who is
He goes,
it?
there's 3 people watching. Answer me. Come on, man. They said they were going to call you.
Vote.
Wait.
Vote.
Oh. I'll talk about that when I come back from break.
Cool. Can I say hi to my parents? Hi, Mom. She's not watching. Wow, you got a lot of comments.
Yeah, I see your message, Adam. I'll get to it.
Can I show my belly? That's all I got.
No, I'm good.
That's all you get.
Yeah, That's all I get. I don't get any more. I don't get any less. I don't get any more.
Wow. I think pretty much everybody that's ever been here has tried to show their belly on the feed there. It's like, here's you. Here's my impersonation of Hoppe.
How do we get this non-sideways?
You gotta click on. Whoa,
Can you do it for me?
But you gonna buy me a drink first? Jesus, bro.
Here, do it.
What the fuck? What? This is bullshit, man. It's not my contract.
It'd be great if you fixed it.
Well, it'd be cool if I didn't because it works, so. I got this, man. You gotta put the mouse right there and then click it and then move it. That should be the bottom. So if I do that, bam.
It's just, why is the computer side,
Oh, man. Alright, I got this. Man. Let me show you my technical genius.
We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Hang on.
What does that say?
Settings.
I can't see that far. I don't have my glasses.
My computer is sideways.
Whose computer? This is bullshit, man.
Try Control Alt Up.
Go, yeah. Please, dude. I can't even see it, dude. I don't have my glasses. I'm trying to, like, just bend it. What'd you do? Oh!
Hey! We're back in business!
Who gets the credit, dude?
Google. Google does.
Google? Really?
I looked it up.
Who told you to Google it?
My brain.
Don't lie. Was it the priest?
My Spectrum told me to do it.
Okay.
We're back in business, baby! Alright.
How'd you do it so far?
We're about to come back.
It's bullshit.
Why is...
Now. Bullshit. It's lots of bullshit.
Alright, we're about to come back. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby!
Please don't rap. You can rap. Santa's real. Santa's real! I feel the Christmas spirit.
Alright. Fine. Alright. I'll answer the question. Alright. I'm going to tread on this lightly. I'm going to tread on this in the nicest way possible. Okay. So today, I got up today around 11 a.m. I slept in. Because a lot of times when I work overnights, it just makes me really tired. So I feel like just getting a good night's sleep. And when I first wake up in the morning, a lot of times you'll have that sand in your eye and you can't believe what you see. You know what I mean? You'll kind of wipe your eyes and you go, is that real life? Like, you'll get a text message or something really weird and you go, am I dreaming or is this real? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like you woke up around 10 o'clock in the morning, took a stretch up my morning yawn and went to the bathroom. How's it go? I put my hands upon the cup and said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the top dog of them all?
What are you talking about?
It's a Snoop Dogg line. You're playing Dr. Dre, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you, 23?
So I got this message today from Dieter.
Dieter!
From Cleveland-based Rovers Morning Glory, a show I worked on for like 10 weeks in 2015. And they're now heard here in Sarasota, in the city of Sarasota, here in Florida. And they were doing some event out here because they have an RV and they travel around the country, which is cool. And they asked me if I wanted to come to the event. And it's like, no. I'm good. I appreciate what you guys bring to Cleveland radio and the cities you heard in. You guys are a medium market show. It's cool, but it's like I don't live in the past. I don't need other people for material. I've never, ever trashed any other radio show or podcast for material. Like, I never forget that, Kevin. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with everybody. I try not to ever, like, burn bridges or anything, but, like, I don't forget things. You know what I mean?
I mean, you bagged on my show a couple times, but, you know.
When have I ever badmouthed you, Kevin?
Not badmouthed me, just bagged on me a little bit, you know. I mean, you said I was average.
And I know, like, this rant will be used for, like, material for about an hour and a half. And then people will say, oh, 70 downloads, because one time I told Brother Weeze that I had 70 downloads. So then Rover used it as a soundbite, and it goes, oh, all he has is 70 downloads. And I know people will go, oh, you got catfished by Rover, blah, blah, blah. That's like, whenever they talk about me, the fans will literally tweet the same thing, and it's flattering because they're talking about me. But it's like, I've moved on, man. Like, I'm so happy here. Here in Tampa Bay, I've met the love of my life, the girl I want to spend the rest of my life with. I have the best boss possible who's mentored me in Mike Olivero. I have the best bosses and guys like Mike Calta and John Brennan. I work for the best, not with the best radio shows, but I work among the best radio shows in this country that don't need other people for material, like Mike Calta, Roger and JP, Drew Garabo, the BDRS, Johnny B. I'm happy here. Like, I don't live in the past. So I was flattered by the invite from Dieter, but it's like, I also had an appearance today at Silver Dollar Foods here in Tampa, and it was a good time. I want to thank Tyrone Leak for inviting me out there and Patrick McVicker. It's at the Metro PCS inside of Silver Dollar Food. Go to 4330 North 40th Street in Tampa. Call them at 813-628-8622. It's 813-628-8622. They will hook you up with a great deal on Metro PCS phones and service.
No, I have Metro PCS. 15 years with AT&T. I went to Metro this year.
The best decision you've ever made, Kevin.
I agree, dude. I love it. Let me ask you.
Yeah. What do you want to ask me? Go on. Go on.
Anybody buy a phone over there?
We had 4 sales, and we were only there for an hour.
Woo! That's it. That's success.
We were set up on the side of the road. And I think what helped contribute to it was my beautiful fiance being there.
Mel, congratulations. Successful.
Thank you.
I love it.
I think they saw her on the side of the road and they're like, oh, how much?
Oh, thanks.
Wow. You can get divorced before you get married.
I'm kidding, Melissa. Is that going to put me in the dog pound for a little bit?
The doghouse? Yes.
Do you live in a goddamn doghouse? Jesus, man. You want me to slap him around, I will for you. But at the end.
The sad part is I literally live in a dog pound. It's not even like, oh, you kind of live in a dog house, I literally live in a shack. So, Melissa, what is the worst part about my apartment? What do you hate most about it?
I just hate having no room. Like, I'm used to, like, living in, like, kind of like a medium-sized house, so, like, it was, like, weird, like, going to a place where you literally don't have, like, 2 separate rooms, like, at least, like, a separate living room and bedroom.
Uh-huh.
It's such a pain in the butt. I just can't wait to move out.
What's it like to poop then? Like, you poop. We all poop. We're all humans. What's it like, honestly? No, I'm going to put you on the spot. Hey, you know.
Well, it's not pleasant.
When you go to poop on that tiny little toilet, because I've been there, I've seen that tiny little toilet. It's really small. It's like really small. It's like a porta potty toilet size. When you go in there to poop, are you like, Brian, go outside?
No.
No, we're too close for that. We don't really care.
My crap smells so bad.
You smell the whole house. Not you, Ryan. No, do you smell the whole house?
No.
Actually, I don't.
I'm sure you do.
She smells up the bathroom. I'm the one that smells up the whole house. It's disgusting.
No.
That or my cat.
When it's time for Ryan to poop, do you go outside the house?
Sometimes.
I've been there. I like it. Okay, it's a cool place. You're right by the trough. St. Pete's beautiful.
Oh.
It's just so small.
Let's read that sentence. It's a cool place. You're near the trop. Nobody has ever said, oh man, my place is cool because I'm near Tropicana Field.
No, Bone fan, Heather B says all the time that she's by the trop. She loves it. There's big apartments right there. It's cool, right? I'm sure. I'm just throwing names out there.
No, Heather B's the best.
But I wonder what it's like when she poops. It's probably not like at your house. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe you should ask her.
I've been to her place.
Did you mute my microphone?
What?
Nothing.
I didn't mute your microphone. We have so much to get into. Sad news out of Paris. It's just so devastating. It goes, man, you look at it and you go, man, nothing lasts forever, man. This is the worst thing to ever happen to this world.
What?
An unhappy ending for the last porn cinema in Paris. Once thriving venue. No pun intended. Shuts its doors as internet porn takes them away. The Beverly Cinema has been entertaining with vintage erotic films since 1960. But its 74-year-old boss, Maurice LaRoche, is shutting it down as sales plummet. Yeah, because you don't have to go to a public theater anymore to crank it out. I don't even get why you would ever want to go. You would just need to buy a DVD. I get maybe if it was the 70s and you had nowhere else to go, but that's so grimy.
Have you ever gone to a porn theater?
No, because I'm 24.
What about you, man?
Nope.
What's your take on that, man?
I think it's kind of gross, to be honest.
But there's jobs now that are going to be eliminated. You know, real people are losing their jobs. Jizz moppers, popcorn servers.
Well, why can't they just put their job into, like, now internet porn? So why don't they just go work for porn studios for that?
Because internet porn seems like such a great job. You ever seen Hot Girls Wanted on Netflix?
That stuff is so sad.
Is that 9 dudes and 1 chick or whatever you were talking about before?
No, it's this documentary about, there's this dude in Miami, of course it's Miami, who owns this house that he rents out, and he basically kind of like leases it to girls that want to be in porn, and it shows that like girls that go into porn literally think that nobody's ever going to see it, but everybody finds it. And then there's this scene where this girl uses a dog bowl in a porn scene, and you literally go, man, what happened in your life where you're willing to do that for money?
Bro, I was a pizza guy in Tarpon Springs about in like 1998. So
Yeah, you were.
I was. And I went to a place called youcanwatch.com. It might still be on the internet, I'm not sure. The letter U, canwatch.com.
Go on.
Don't look it up on that. Anyway, I delivered a pie there, okay? And I thought, like, okay, here it is, man. I'm like 25 years old.
It is not up anymore. It is out of business.
It's for sale, man.
Okay.
Anyway, the girl that answered the door, well, it was like a bearded guy that answered the door, but the women were there.
Of course it's a bearded guy.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want? You got the
Pretty
pizza?
much, pretty much. And
I'll give you my tip.
the women were like,
Gone.
I looked over his shoulder at the chicks, and they were like in lingerie, and there was like 2 or 3 of them. And the one girl smiled at me. And
Did you join in?
No, her teeth were black. Her teeth were black like a pumpkin.
Oh my God.
It was so
Oh my
bad.
god.
I was like, whoa! Here's your pizza, thanks. And dude, I got like a $2 tip, you know? Never went back.
Did you get their tip or what? Hey!
Just
You know what I did there?
No, but it was, really?
It's good here. I'm looking at archive.org, which is basically a website where you can see any website from back in the day. I want to see what You Can Watch brought to the internet.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, there's a Can website.
Yeah.
The girls look ugly too.
No, I mean, well...
Literally, my girlfriend's crap is better looking than these skanks.
Wow, you've seen your girlfriend's crap? You're like...
Never seen it. I don't want to see
Sure
it.
didn't happen.
Did you join in? Are there any videos that are archived to the internet? Dude, you know what's so old about this site? I'm looking at it on archive.org.
Pay by check? Are you kidding me?
Dude, it says, join the party with
Send a
youcanwatch.com.
money order.
It says,
COD.
payment options, credit card, pay by check, pay by phone, checks accepted. Man, remember when you had to pay for porn? Like, I remember, like you would use like a 30-second clip of girls going wild, and you just keep like.
Oh yeah, you buy it over the phone.
No, I never had the money because I was in 6th grade. What you would do is you would just go back. You would get like a .mov file.
Yeah.
So it'd be like those little files that you'd watch in like Windows Media Explorer.
That's what killed it. Because
No, but what you would do is you would just keep rewinding the clip.
exactly, that's what killed the whole industry. That's why youcanwatch.com is no longer available. Well, it's for sale.
Yeah.
Because you could just go on there for 30 seconds because that's all you last. So why subscribe to something when all you need to look at is a 30-second clip?
And we talked about the things that I do for a living, and then we talked about basketball, and somehow we talked about an old, ancient porn site.
Bro, they ordered pizza. It was awesome.
They only gave you $2 for a tip? That
Dude,
sucks.
it was after hours, and they were like, this is what we do here. Bring us pies, you know? And we were all like, okay, cool. So we kept the place open extra long, you know, and dude, it was fun.
Alright. Here's the deal.
I feel like I let you now.
You did let me
You
know.
want me to bring you back to that house? I can show you the house.
You know where it is?
I told you to deliver the pizza.
Dude, I feel like you have a good memory of all the places you've delivered pizza
I have a
at.
great memory. That's
Do
the
ya?
difference between Gen Xers and millennials. We have a good memory, and you guys are like not.
Because all we do is do ecstasy or raves. All millennials are good for is doing nothing.
Yeah.
Listen to me. This whole thing that millennials don't work hard, and they're a bunch of outraged pussies that don't do anything, that we can't accomplish anything, we're not good enough. If you were to look at any promotions team in radio, especially the 97X promotions team, and Cox Media overall, during 97X's next big thing, you need to realize that not every millennial is an uptight pussy that gets offended by everything and doesn't work hard.
That's not fair. That's not fair, Ryan. It's not fair for you to throw that out there because I know you guys work hard. It's not fair when
But there's this attitude and stigma that we just do nothing and we're just lazy pussies.
well, then you're the pioneers of, you know, combating the stereotype. Congrats, man. I support you 100%.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, because you're supporting me, what are you going to give me?
Well, I mean, how much time you got, man?
Oh, man.
It is my room.
However long it takes, I'll be here waiting.
That went weird fast.
Who the hell's watching this? Someone said, just for the fun of it, could you say 70 downloads? There you go. What the?
Dude, I'm going to Metro PCS for real. I'm getting 4 lines for $100. That's my plan. And one's going to be a studio phone. It's going to be a flip phone. When people call, I'm going to flip it. Like all cool. Like, you know.
I'll be back and we'll wrap everything up.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, what? What do you want?
Remember
Go on. What?
Remember when I saw you at the toy drive a couple years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
And you said, dude, that's a really cool hat.
Kinda, yeah, I guess.
This is the hat, man. You want it? It's yours. Wait, hold on.
Doesn't even fit my head.
Hold on.
What?
Let me fix it. Because I don't like this hat as much as
I don't like
ones.
you.
There you go, dude. That's your hat, man.
Doesn't even fit my... Look fucking
There
goofier
you
than
go.
ever.
Look at that. Oh,
No, I dig it.
I like it, dude.
Oh, local
Look at you.
shock jock that wears hats.
Keep that. Take that home, man. If you don't wear it, put it on the wall. That's your hat, dude. You said you liked it. I never wear it. It hangs on my wall. I want you to put it on your wall, dude.
Oh, man,
That'll
I'm
be
flattered.
$14, please.
You can pay my check.
Fucking Bitcoin.
All right. Here's the deal. We're going to wrap up Hoppe Hour. End this thing. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Get the Hoppe Radio app in the Google Play and iOS shop by searching up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio. Go to Metro PCS inside of the Silver Dollar Food at 4330 North 40th Street, and that's in Tampa Bay, Florida. Call them in. Let's get the number here for the Metro PCS inside of the Silver Dollar Foods with the best deals in town. 813-628-8622. It's 813-628-8622. If you go there, tell them that I sent you. They will hook you up. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And get the Hoppe Radio app and listen anyway. Melissa, I'm sorry about that joke I made. I implied the reason we got sales is people thought you were a hooker. I'm sorry. Will you forgive me?
I guess.
What made you forgive me so fast?
I don't know. I'm just a forgiving person.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Leave me a voicemail at any time, anywhere in the world. 856-49. I can't wear this hat, seriously. I don't get these guys that wear hats during shows. What? Huh?
The Kevin Ellis Show, Wednesday. Tomorrow night, we got Matt Williams. Stand-up comedian Matt Williams, as well as a police officer going to call on the show.
Don't get arrested.
And at 10:30, Lorraine Lynn, the actress extraordinaire from the movie Sky with Norman Reedus on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin.
She's got nice boobies.
Kevin.
She does. What?
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You've always had a better show than me, but you've officially reached that mark. You've officially done it. How does it feel? You have a better show than me. Do you feel like you've made it in life? Do you feel like you're great? Do you feel confident about yourself?
That's ridiculous. I'm not narcissistic at all, dude. In fact, I didn't even know what narcissism was until I met you. Oh, burn, sick burn. No, I love you guys, man. I love Happy Hour.
That made me feel that.
Honestly, too, dude, the way you talk about your day job, your real job at the Berlin.
Yeah.
You know, kudos. Mad props to you. You know.
I love every second of it. I literally love every second of working at Cox Media. I've seen egos. I've seen narcissism. I've seen crazy people in radio. Literally, what I love about working at Cox Media, everybody is humble, everybody is gracious, and it's some of the hardest working, some of the most genuine people you will ever see in radio. I am proud to be working at Cox Media Group in Tampa Bay. I cannot thank Mike Oliver enough. What?
I was just going to say, I'm a proud member. Somebody added me, Randy Hahn, added me in the Bone family. It's like a secret group on Facebook. I'm like so honored.
Well, it's not secret now.
No, it's still secret. You can't be there unless you're in the
It's not so secret now.
Like Illuminati.
It was secret,
I'm
but
like
now it's a secret.
Like, what is it? The Masons? What are those people called?
I don't know, Kevin.
I don't know.
Freemasons?
Freemasons, thank you.
They're creepy.
You're like a grand wizard of the Freemasons.
All right. This has been Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Signing off!
The Christmas spirit is alive!
It's a Kevin Holly jolly season. He's a hack that no one likes.
Merry Christmas.